Hey guys, welcome. I hope that you were able to finish your notes from Tuesday. I'm sorry that video got a little long. Apologies. But we learned about adding all of this land to the United States of America. Thank you, James K. Polk. All righty, and now we're going to dive into California specifically. Here is what became the state of California. It was a part of that Mexican Cession territory. It wasn't a state yet. But as people started to move out there, the very same year, gold was discovered. So my next page after my trails is going to say at the top of it, California Gold Rush. That where you can see it better. And I hope you were able to view the brain pop on the gold rush. And if you think about it, people heard about the gold, and so they rushed to California to make some money. Okay. You know, we got new land, new people living there. And in 1848, which is when we got the land, John Marshall found gold. Gold, highlighted, woo, gold. And he found gold at a place called Sutter's Mill. Well, he's over in California, but that word, that news starts traveling back to the colonies, back to the other states, back over to the East Coast. And in 1849, people start rushing to California. I'm going to abbreviate California. People rush to California for gold. Okay. And so they were called 49ers. These people were called 49ers. And there's a song on this Padlet. I hope you listen to it. It says, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine. Okay, but at one point in time, they talk about being a 49er in that song. And so that's a song from the time. So I hope you'll make that connection. So 49ers were the miners, was a miner, 49er. I know, I'm sorry. And sometimes they were also called prospectors. So you may hear any of those words used to describe the people who went to go find gold. Okay. Another group of people that came out to California in 1849 and the years after that were entrepreneurs. That's a big word. I hope you've heard that a few times already this year. Entrepreneurs. And that's someone who goes out there not to mine for gold, but to start their own business. An entrepreneur is a businessman or woman that starts their own business. So entrepreneur starts their own business. Okay. So there's an entrepreneur. I'll make it a lady entrepreneur. What? And, you know, those 49ers, those miners, those prospectors, you know, they're out digging for gold, but they needed supplies. So maybe she's going to open up a general store. Store, that's window, general store. And a general store is where, you know, like our Walmart, except much smaller. Okay. But where people could buy rope and hammers and shovels and food and beans and all sorts of things. Okay, a general store. Maybe someone else is going to move out there, be another entrepreneur, business starter, and maybe they're going to make a hotel that people can stay in. And do a lot of windows because they need lots of rooms for people to spend the night in until they get their camp set up or go out to dig for the gold. Okay, so folks were moving out, and these folks, these entrepreneurs, making businesses where the miners could stay. And I don't know if you noticed on the BrainPot video, but they said that they charged more money. Okay, they charged a lot of money. And if you think about it, it's because it was probably not easy to get stock and supplies for their businesses. So if you wanted to buy it from them, it was going to cost you a lot of money. Okay, so I got all these people moving out. About 80,000 people came. That's a lot of folks. And so there were so many people there, and just, we got the land in 48, found some gold in 1849. By 1850, that many people had moved to California and were populating it. And so at 1850, it already became a state. So California becomes a state. Okay, so we've got these dates and big things that were happening. Okay, so the gold rush in a nutshell is that lots and lots of people rushed out to California for gold, and that made California become a state in 1850. The gold rush really only lasted for about 10 years. The height of the gold rush, more people coming, was in 1852. Okay, but then after that, it kind of died down because folks weren't finding as much gold as they had heard about. You know, they had read about gold out there and all these great, fantastic stories, but going out there and digging for it and panning for it and trying to get gold was a lot harder life than the storybooks made it sound. Not only were people coming out for gold, but we still have people just coming out to the West and populating it. And when you think about more people coming out, you're going to get into conflicts with the Native Americans. Also, more people, not only free people, but folks were bringing slaves into these new territories. And in our next lesson, we're going to find out that that's going to cause some problems in America. That there's going to be groups of people who think slavery's fine, take the slaves out west. And there are going to be some people who say, nah, we built this land on equality and prosperity for everyone. And I don't want that new land out there to have slaves on it. And so that's going to lead us into our next big lesson when next we see each other. Bye, guys.